Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode. On the show today, we're going to take a look at Doomsday Warrior, a 1v1 fighting game brought to us by Renovation in 1993 for the Super Nintendo. This one was originally developed by Lasersoft, who was working under Telenet. Renovation just localized it at the time, which they were known for doing back then. Doomsday Warrior is almost never mentioned when talking about fighting games on the Super Nintendo, so let's dig in a little and see what this bad boy is all about. There is not a whole lot of story here, not that there really needs to be since it's a pretty simple fighting game. You are a member of the Doom Squad, which is a nasty group that's led by the evil sorcerer Main. The idea is that you pull a reverse card and betray the group, fighting off each one until you finally get to the sorcerer and his cronies. You've got a grand total of 6 fighters to choose from at the start and can choose to fight through the list of bad guys in any order that you like. There are 3 bosses that you've got to take out, both the left and right hand of Main, and then the man himself. One cool feature of Doomsday Warrior is the ability to spend attribute points after each fight. These can help you to recover your health, attack, defense, etc. As far as the modes go, there are not a ton to choose from here, but pretty much what you would expect. You've got Versus mode and then Normal and Easy game, with the only difference between them being that you only get passwords in the Normal mode. If you're playing on Easy, you've got to do it all in one go. Kind of counterintuitive, don't you think? Street Fighter II, this is not. Doomsday Warrior is a much more methodical, slower-paced fighter. Most all of the moves are done via charging directions instead of your typical quarter circles. This game also has a jump button as opposed to tapping up on the D-pad, and a standalone block button as well that's mapped to the R button. The good news here is that you can hold block while charging special moves and then release when you're ready, which helps to keep those defenses up while you're charging. Each one of the characters only has a couple of special moves, and you'll be relying on them pretty heavily throughout the arcade mode. The fights are only one round anyway until you get to the final 3 fights, so things can move along pretty quickly. The whole game can be finished in like 15 minutes if you're lucky enough. The throws are where your big damage comes from, but they can be remarkably difficult to connect with against the computer, though they can seemingly get at you from just about anywhere. There's also no time limit, so fights can go long if you do happen to get into a bad spot. Personally, I think Doomsday Warrior looks perfectly fine. Not mind-blowing in any capacity, but it's serviceable. The character designs are pretty varied and the backgrounds all look decent, albeit a bit simple. You'll see some parallax here and there, but I do wish the fighters had individual stages instead of sharing the same default assortment. Either way, no major complaints on the visual side. Being a little plain is really my only complaint. Musically, I do like quite a few of the tracks here, but boy, there are a couple that are super annoying to listen to. This game fits the definition of mixed bag to a T in that department. Sound effects are pretty good, however, and they do a good job of keeping the action going. Wrapping up, I like Doomsday Warrior. I know, what am I thinking, right? I don't know what it is. These early 90s fighting games just hold a certain level of charm that I just can't help but enjoy. There's really nothing outright bad about this game. It's just not going to be for everyone due to how slow-paced it is next to games like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. For the few bucks it'll run you at most, there are tons of worse options out there. No, it's not outstanding, but it does play well once you understand its quirks, and it has some enjoyable music and visuals. Would I generally recommend it? No, not particularly, but I do like it. If you've got similar tastes to mine and enjoy these types of games, then I'd say give it a go. Oddly enough, this one popped up on the Switch's online service last year as well, so there's another option for you if you don't want to plunk down the cash for a cartridge.
As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching, commenting, and of course subscribing, and until next time, stay classic.